the 25th of April 2025. So what's in store for us? Right, today, the title of my sharing is Beyond the Noise, what the futures, spot ratio, and ETF inflows reveal about Bitcoin's rally. I guess you all know that Bitcoin has been moving up because in recent months, Bitcoin price movements have been characterized by volatility and speculative trading, leading to numerous false signals of a sustained bull market. However, recent developments suggest a potential shift towards a more stable and genuine upward trend. So, understanding the future spot volume ratio. Now, the future spot volume ratio is a key metric, right? It's a key metric, and that compares the volume of Bitcoin traded in futures market to that in the spot market. Now, a high ratio indicates that trading is dominated by leveraged futures contracts, often signaling speculative behavior. Conversely, a lower ratio suggests that spot trading, which is actual buying and selling of Bitcoin, is more prevalent, indicating organic demand, right? Now, historically, a ratio above 9 or 10 has been associated with speculative bubbles, while a ratio between 5 and 7 to healthier market point to healthier market conditions driven by genuine investor interest. Okay. Significance of recent spot ETF inflows. Now, on April 2025, the US listed spot Bitcoin ETF experienced a record-breaking net inflow of approximately 913 million, the highest since mid-January. Now, this surge in investments is notable, not only for its size, but also for its breadth, with multiple ETFs, including ARK21 Shares Bitcoin and BlackRock's iShares Trust, receiving substantial inflow. Now, such widespread investment across various ETFs suggests a broad-based confidence in Bitcoin's prospects, contrasting with previous period where inflows were concentrated in a few funds. Now, the correlation between spot inflows and market stability. Now, the substantial inflow into spot market ETFs indicate a shift from speculative trading to more stable long-term investments. Now, this transition is further supported by the observed decrease in the future spot volume ratio, moving speculatively high towards a more balanced range. Now, this pattern mirrors the market behavior seen during the July to November 2024 period, where a declining future spot ratio coincided with a steady increase in Bitcoin price, suggesting a healthier market driven by genuine demand. Now, indicators of sustainable bull market. Several factors now point toward a more sustainable bull market for Bitcoin. Now, record spot ETF inflows shows the unprecedented 913 million inflows into spot Bitcoin, as I mentioned earlier, right? So it instills confidence in Bitcoin long-term value. Now, if you look at the perpetual future and spot volume ratio, what you see over here is a declining future spot ratio, which suggests a move away from speculative trading towards genuine investments, reducing the risk of a sudden market correction. Now, on April 20th, the which is right here, the ratio stood at 11.2, but it dropped to 7.42 just 4 days later. Now, if this ratio continues to decline and fall below zero, while Bitcoin price gradually climbs, it could signal that the rally is backed by stronger spot demand, making it more sustainable in the longer run. Now, there are also macroeconomic factors where easing trade tensions and a weakening US dollar have made Bitcoin more attractive as a hedge against traditional market uncertainties. Now, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent acknowledged on Wednesday that excessively high tariffs between the US and China are unsustainable and must be reduced for meaningful trade negotiations to move forward. Now, speaking at the IMF and World Bank annual meetings, Besson stressed that de-escalation is essential to rebalance economic relationship between the world's two largest economies, while he noted that President Trump would not unilaterally lower tariffs. His remarks signal a clear understanding that a negotiated settlement is necessary to ease tensions and restore stability in global trades, right? So there are also regulatory developments so far. The appointment of pro-Bitcoin SEC chair has improved the regulatory outlook for cryptocurrencies, encouraging further institutional participation. And the comprehensive new regulatory framework is expected to facilitate rather than impede growth. And that is the most important thing among all. So as a conclusion, right, if this trend of lower leverage, rising spot interest, and macro de-escalation continues, the market could finally be entering a structurally healthier bull phase, one with far more sustainability than the false start seen in previous months. Now, in short, the more the rally is led by spot and the less by leverage futures, the more real it becomes. Okay, so just monitor the ratio, and it falls below 7, coupled with the Bitcoin holding steady and slowly increasing, that will be a very strong catalyst for Bitcoin to move higher and higher to break all the all-time high once again. Okay, so with that, that's the report for today.